Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No problem. Let's see. Okay, so I have a lesson plan for you guys today. Um, we're basically going to go over some improvising. We haven't gone over that in a while. Let's see, sorry. Okay, so to start off, here's what we're going to do. So I do this exercise sometimes just to kind of help you guys, just to kind of make sure you guys understand what's actually going on when we learn a song. And a lot of times, even though you try to understand as much as possible, when I'm trying to teach a song and I have my ukulele in front of me, your eyes automatically take over, and then all of a sudden you're just trying to follow my fingers, okay? So I actually have something that I want you guys to play. Okay, so I want everyone to have their ukuleles ready, and there's a certain thing I want you to. It could be picking, it could be strumming, it might be a solo arrangement. Oh, and just out of curiosity, can you guys hear people buzzing in? Because I think I made that adjustment where only I can hear it and you guys can't hear it. Could you guys hear somebody join the class about
We
10
can't
seconds?
hear that, Bruce.
You can?
No, we can't now.
Oh, okay, good, good. Yeah, because it is kind of distracting, I think. Okay, so here's what it is. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Just to kind of start off the class. There's something I want you guys to play on the ukulele. Like I said, could be picking, could be strumming, could be a solo arrangement. Okay, could be a fast song, slow song. Nobody knows, right? Only I know. Only I know what I want to hear. So what you guys have to do is ask me a question. Type in a question and I'll answer it, and then that should get you guys a little closer. Okay, so um, there's a lot of irrelevant questions that people ask, like, do I know this song? What's the name of this song? Is this a popular song? Okay, so those are very, very irrelevant. Just think of it as, okay, you're going to do something. Um, Ask me a question and I'll answer it, and I want you guys to be able to play it on your own. So you don't even need eyes. We could be having this lesson over the phone with no video. Have you caught any fish lately? No. That wasn't a question about the song, right, Mark? But we did actually. So, oh well, not me, but my dad caught a nice sized fish. But my dad is a carpenter, so he remodels kitchens. He's about ready to retire, so he only does like small jobs. But he got a job at a beach house in Hawaii. It's right along the beach, and you could actually go fishing from the guy's backyard. And this was actually one of my dad's friends. Fishing in the yard, anytime. So we did that on Saturday. That was the beach house thing. So I actually canceled the lessons on Saturday, but it was nice. I got to spend time with my family and stuff. But so yeah, so we're in the backyard. We threw out our fishing poles. I didn't catch anything. Everybody else did. I don't know. I'm cursed. Okay, so let's see. What type of song is it? Solo arrangement, chords, tabs, notes. Okay, good. That's a good question. It's just chords, just strumming. Is it a song we've practiced before? Okay. Um, actually, I don't think so. So I'm not even thinking of this as a song. I'm just thinking of it as something I want you to do. Um, what key is it in? Okay, so that's a good question. But while you're asking what key it's in, a better question would be, okay, what if I told you we're in the key of C? Okay, that still doesn't really do anything for you because you don't know the song, right? If you know the song, like let's say it's a song like Twinkle Twinkle or Happy Birthday. Okay, we all know the song, so then I might ask, okay, we're gonna play Happy Birthday. What key do you want to play it in? Because if you want to play it in C, it would basically be C, G7, F. If you want to play in the key of G, it's G, D, and C. Okay, but in this case, we don't know the song, so knowing what key it's in Um, chord progression. Okay, so what are the chords? Okay, that's a very important question. Okay, so Mark, so you're right there. You had it on a dot, but instead of saying what key are we in, eventually you're gonna have to ask me what the chords are. Okay, so that's good. The chords are C, G, A minor, and F. C, G, A minor, F. So at this point, you should be able to still, okay, C, G, A minor, F. Okay, so we're getting closer. We know the chords, but I'm pretty sure you guys still can't play what I'm thinking. What genre? Um, I don't really know what genre you call this. I will call it pop, rock, but even if I said hip hop or R&B or country or jazz, okay, I don't think, I mean, maybe I'll get you closer, but I want you to play the song exactly the way that I'm thinking of, the way that I hear it in my head, okay? So, for genre, I guess we'll say pop or, yeah, we'll just say pop. Does that help at all? Maybe a little? Tempo, that's a good question, okay? Tempo is about Tempo is about 1, 2, 3, 4. About here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. The tempo doesn't have to be exactly the same, but as long as it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's somewhere around 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you guys got the chords. You guys kind of know the tempo. Okay, let's see. What kind of notes? Okay, when we talk about notes, that means picking. Okay, we're not doing any picking. It's all strumming. No words. Okay, I'm not gonna have you guys sing anything. I'm not gonna sing anything. Um, just focus on what you have to do. You're just gonna strum something. Okay, so you guys kind of know the tempo and you know the chords. But you still can't play the song. So you have to think, why can't I play the song right now? What else do I need to know? Strum pattern, very good. Strum pattern. Um, we'll kind of go at that down, down, up, down strum pattern. So it's basically just down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Good, Laura. So now the next thing is, even though we know the chords, C, G, A minor, and F, how long do I strum each chord, okay? Each chord is going to be strummed 4 times, 4 beats. Okay, each chord is going to be strummed 4 beats, and I think that should do it. So you know the chords, you know each chord is 4 beats, you know the strum pattern, and you got the tempo. So if you put it together, okay, tempo, or chords, C, G, A minor, F. Okay, tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, something like that. Okay, how long do you hold each chord? 4 beats. One, and which drum pattern? Down, down, up, down, down, down. So if you put it together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, well, that was it. I mean, I wasn't thinking of a whole 5-minute song, with all different sections. I was just thinking something really simple like that. Okay, let's try something else. Um, I was only planning to do this and move on, but let's try it again. So hopefully you guys figured that out. Let me think of something else now. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking of another piece. So you guys got the first one. Let's see if you guys can do it. Who sang it? Okay, don't think of this as an actual song. Okay, so just pretend it's just going to be like a 5 second thing or a 10 second thing, like a little riff or a little piece. Okay, so don't worry about like is this a Justin Bieber song? Is this an Adele song? Okay, all of that is just a 5 to 10 second piece that I want you to play on the ukulele. So good, pretty much the same questions. Okay, what are the chords? Okay, strumming, all strumming again, no picking. Okay, and the chords are D7, D7, G7, and C. Okay, you got the chords. Okay, strumming. Okay, strum pattern. We're going to strum on all the quarter notes, which means if is it a vamp? It's kind of a vamp, yeah. It is. You could think of it as a Hawaiian vamp, but the Hawaiian vamp could be played many different ways, right? Like I could think of it like this. This could be the Hawaiian vamp. Okay, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Okay, okay. So even though you asked, right, is it the vamp? That's still, I mean, if I said yes or no, okay, you still wouldn't know exactly how to play it. Okay, but we got the chords D7, G7, C, and the strum pattern is basically you're just strumming on the one, two, all the quarter notes, all down strums. Okay, so if you think you can play it, you can try it, but I think you're still lacking some information. Anybody? Okay, so this is actually kind of good. I want, like when I can do this in person, I can watch my students so I can see that when they know the chords, they start to try it already. Like they think they got it. Oh yeah, I got it. You know, they're no, that's not it. And they have to know, right? Oh, what's the strum pattern? Showing the strum pattern. So now they think they got it, and they'll play the chords with the strum pattern, and say, no, that's not it. Okay. So there's more questions. Yes, this is a guessing game. Okay, tempo. Good. About 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just like that. Yeah, so we're going with this D7, this G7, and this C right here. Okay? Okay, the measures are the beats. D7, 2 beats. G7, 2 beats. C chord, 3 beats. And the tempo is around 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you should have the information. Okay, so basically I'm going to demonstrate. It should be something like this, just just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's it. D7 chord, 2 beats, G7 chord, 2 beats, C chord, 3 beats, and I said just from the quarter notes, right? Just the down beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you guys got it? So it's pretty simple. So the questions should be, okay, if it's strumming, what are the chords? The tempo, strum pattern, and yeah, just how many beats do I hold each chord? Okay, that's the only four things that you need to know. Okay, and what I noticed is before when I was teaching more before the coronavirus came along, I would group students together, maybe just two in a group, sometimes three in a group, and I would say, okay, this is the picking part. We'd all learn the picking part. We'd all learn the strumming part. And then when I tell them to try and play it together, like I'm going to group you up, practice the different parts, figure out who's going to play the picking part, the strumming part, or the other part. Um, Sometimes the students will kind of look at each other and not really understand how to play a song together or how to kind of put it together. Okay, so this is the kind of exercises I feel kind of just to kind of make you learn something or try something without using your eyes. Okay, so let's do one more. I kind of like this. Let me think. Right? Why am I having such a difficult time thinking of just a 5-second thing? Okay, let's try something with picking. Um, I don't want to get too difficult. Okay, got it. All right, so first question. Come on, make this question count. See, so I think by now you guys are kind of understanding that whatever I'm thinking of is pretty simple, right? Is it an arpeggio, strum or pick, notes? Oh, notes. Notes? Okay. It's a picking, it's a picking thing, okay? And no strumming, it's just picking. So yes, it's all notes. What are the notes? Very good. Okay, C. High C, high D, high E, high D, high C. Okay, we're using eighth notes. So that means we're not picking on the 1, 2, ready, go. Pick, 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 pick. We're using the eighth note. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so the eight notes means you pick on the 1 and the and. So it's twice as fast. Okay, that's the pattern. So 1, 2, ready, go. Pick, 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 pick. Or if it was like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, pick, 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 pick. Okay, so you just need one more thing, and then you guys should be good to go. Tempo, very good. Maybe about 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Eighth notes, right? 2, ready, go. Pick, 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 pick. And 1, 2, ready, go. Pick, 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 pick. Okay, you guys get that? Okay, good. So yeah, so all the questions are right on point, and that kind of helps me know that at least when you're learning something new, you're kind of thinking of the right things, right? My students, what I started to realize is as I tell them, okay, we're going to learn a new song, I didn't realize that a lot of them are actually thinking, is it a hard song? Is it an easy song? Do I know this song? Have you played this song before? And then these are pretty much just distracting questions. Okay, so I think you guys got it. Good. Okay, so I wanted to go over improvising, and I'm using my looper. So C, G, A minor, F. Okay, So, so we're going to talk about improvising. Improvising is kind of like, like, let's say you're playing a song, dun, 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 no women will cry when, I don't know the words, sorry. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. Okay, and they go, hey, Bruce, solo. And then they're just going to keep strumming. It is my turn to pick something. Okay, so that's what we're going to kind of work on today. Okay, so now that we're improvising, um, I've done it many times where I might go to like a restaurant or a bar because my friends are playing live music. So I might just go to support them, and maybe they might have a ukulele player. So they might say, "Hey, Bruce, come up and join us on a song." So I might not be familiar with their songs, but I'm pretty sure I'll just kind of play along, and then eventually they're gonna just kind of throw a solo at me and say, "Oh, Bruce, solo." Okay. So then I would ask, what key are you guys in? Okay, because if you're in the key of C, I can use the C major scale. I can continue. Okay, if we're in the key of F, I have to use the F major scale. Okay, and I can keep going up. So G. Okay, so depending on the key we're in, that's how I know which notes we can use. 90% of the time, I'll say 80% of the time. 80% of the time, the first chord in the song is the key you're in. Okay? 80% of the time. So what key am I in? Good. C, key of C. So let's practice our C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and high C. Okay, and then we can also continue it on the high D, high E, high F, high G, and high A, and you can go as high as you want. You can even go up to the high C. Okay, so you know what though? You know what we'll do? We won't go all the way that high. I'll keep it a little shorter. We'll just go up to the high G. Okay, so for now, if you listen to this, okay, I'm just going to play. You guys try that? And then backwards. Okay. Can you guys hear the music okay? Should I come down or it's okay? So what about the balance between my looper and my ukulele? It's okay? Okay, sounds good. Okay, so let me play the looper, and I want you guys to just do this for a couple minutes. Okay. Here we go. I watch Netflix so much. I'm so used to hitting my space bar when I want to stop things. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna play C D E F G A B C D E F G and G again, F E D C B A G F E D C C again, D E. Okay, and I'll demonstrate. It's gonna sound like this. Backwards. Again. Okay. So we'll do it together. So just make sure you go C D da 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 D E F G G again, F E D C B A G F E D C C again, D E F G. Okay, let's do it. Let it roll for 4 measures. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, everybody okay so far? Okay, so now this is pretty much what improvising is. Okay, I can play any of these notes in any order, and it'll sound fine, just like this. Okay, so it's not the greatest solo, right? It's a little boring because the notes are just pick, 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 pick. Okay, but this is a good way to get comfortable with your fingers moving up and down the scale. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but I didn't skip any notes. I didn't go C, D, G, F, B, A, G, C, D. You know, I didn't do that. I always stayed in order C, D, E. Okay, so you know what, let's do this. Let's create a solo together. I'll try to read it on the, okay, so if I write, let's say I choose the E note, okay? The next note that I pick can either be D, E, or F. Okay, so everybody get ready to comment, because I'm going to start it off with E. Okay, let's see. I'll just go in order. Angie. Okay, wait, we'll go in order. So I have everybody here. Angie, type in the next note. So we're on E right now. I started that. Okay, Angie passes. Cheryl. So we're creating a solo right now. Cheryl, type in Cheryl pass. Chinami. This is going to be a very short solo. Okay, so Chinami, we're at E. To choose anyone. You can either choose D, E, or F. F. Okay, very good. Okay, next, Gigi. G. Very good. Makes sense. G for Gigi. Okay, who's after Gigi? HaoTuck. Tang. Is that a pass? Okay, Jody. A. All right. Laura. Back to G. Linda W. We got two Lindas here today. We're on G right now. So don't worry, right now I'm typing the notes in the comment area. And then after we finish it, I'll just hit enter and then you can see what we got. Okay, G again. Linda Young. F. Okay. Mark. E. Misa. F. Misa F. D. Reiko. Reiko, pass. Okay, Stacy. C. Okay, we're at C right now. Wendell. D. Oh, Wendy. D again. Zach. E. Good. Okay, so it's taking a little long, so I'm just gonna type in some stuff. Right now we got, oh, my eyes are really bad. E, F, G, A, G, G, F, E, D, C, D, D, E. So we're at E. I'll just write in D, E, F, G, A, G, A, B, high C. Ooh, I don't know if I can underline the comment there. Okay, something like that. The last C over there is a high C. Okay, so let me just play the notes the way that it's written. Okay? It doesn't sound bad at all, right? It sounds fine. Now, to make it a little more interesting, I can kind of break up the rhythm pattern. Like maybe I could play E, F, G, A, G, G, F, E, D, C, D, D, E, D, E, F, G, A, G, A, B, C. So you see what I did there? I just kind of broke it up. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here we go. Gotta let it roll one time. So I'll come in on the next C. Here we go. Something like that. Okay, again. Okay. So I'm playing all the same notes, okay? And the thing is, as long as we don't skip notes too much, we can kind of create a solo that will usually pass, okay? And whenever I teach this kind of improvising, this is like you're trying to make it up on the spot, okay? If I do get a chance, like let's say it's a recording session, and I do get a chance to actually plan out a solo, I definitely prefer to do that. Okay, so Now listen what it sounds like. I'm going to play something different. I'm just going to skip a lot of notes. Oh, here we go. Okay, it sounds a little weird, right? Everything just kind of going back and forth. Okay, so being able to connect your notes is very, very important. Okay, and you practice this by just kind of running through these scales. Okay, and what you want to do is just try to, not skip any notes. Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to play the looper, and you're going to just pick. I don't know if are the quarter notes too fast. Let's see. Okay, try. You know what? For now, I'll slow it down. Wait, hold on. Let's try it. Let me do another. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I slowed it down a little too much. Sorry. Make it a little louder. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so you play on the quarter notes now. Okay. Oh, you know what would be better actually? Metronome. Oh, my battery is gonna die soon. Okay, never mind. Back to plan A. Okay, so anyways, take a minute and just try to get your fingers, just try it slowly like this. And make sure you don't skip any notes. Okay, so take a minute and then let me make a track for you guys. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, so it seems like you don't have a lot of options, but you actually have, you can go up and down the scale in so many creative ways. If you think of it as numbers, like you can go up and down without um, skipping numbers. You go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can be very creative. So you want your fingers to get comfortable with this motion. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play the track. And all you're going to do is just do the pick. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so just go ahead. I like that melody. All right, so how are you guys doing with that? Can you guys move your fingers without skipping notes? Okay, so that's the first step, okay? But skipping notes is not a bad thing, okay? But when you skip notes, you have to, it takes a little bit more knowledge because you don't want to skip notes. So like, for example, I really like this melody here. I thought that went really nice with the chords, but I am skipping notes. I am playing this E, D, C. All right, dun, 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 dun. E, D, E, C. So I just went E, D, E, and from E, I went to C. And I skipped again. E, D, E. From E, E, D, E, I skipped to G. Oh, play with this. I like that melody. Maybe I'll try to work out some kind of song with that. And a lot of times, you know, a lot of times when I write songs, there's little things like that, just playing around. Sometimes I'm teaching. I'm actually teaching. We could be just like now, and then we're improvising, and I come with a little melody line. I think, well, hey, this is a nice. I really like this line. And then after the class, I might kind of work on it again. So I actually, a lot of my success I owe to my students over the years. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes just to work on this stuff. And then I'm going to start talking about, you know, when we skip notes and things like that. Okay, but for now, just try to get comfortable. You know, if this is too slow for you, you can play the eighth notes, and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, I actually skipped the last the end. Okay, so take a couple of minutes and let me get something real quick. No, okay, so why did I skip? At the very end, and I'm going to get into more detail. At the very end, they play the, and then they went to the C. And I knew I wanted to end, so I wanted to end on the C note. But instead of playing B, C, C, I played B, D, C. I just thought it would be a little nicer ending. So listen to this. Okay. So just at the end, I like that. Dun, dun, dun. So I did cheat. My ear told me to go to B, D, C. Okay. So, okay. As far as skipping notes, okay, I'm going to get, and this is going to take a little bit of thinking, and it's not something that you might be able to do right away, but if you understand it, then you can practice it, okay? And I think I talked about this before in my, let me rewrite this. I talked about this before in my, check one. Anyways, okay. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, high C, high D, high E, and so on. Okay, I'm playing the chord C, G, A minor, and F. Okay, so these are the chords that I'm playing, C, G, A minor, and F, okay? And hopefully you guys remember, right? What's the difference between chords and notes, right? Basically, notes is one individual sound. Chords is basically just a combination of notes. So I'm actually playing 4 notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm playing them together. Okay, so the notes that make up a chord, these are what we call safety notes. Okay, now the reason why this is, I'm saying it's a little difficult to just learn today and do it is because it takes time to actually know what notes make up the chord. So the C chord, C, E, and G. The G chord, G, B, and D. A, C, E, and F, A, C. Okay? So, whenever you hear a chord, like a C chord, if I play the notes, can you guys see this? If I play the notes C, E, and G over the C chord, okay, these notes will always sound nicely over the chord because it's a C chord. The C, E note might not sound that great over the G chord. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but it would sound better if I played the G, B, D. Oh. Okay, so these are what we call safety notes. And safety notes change every time the chord changes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play something like, okay, so listen to this. Okay, I just played something like, oh, I just played something like C, E, G, D. Okay, but I played the C. I skipped the D and went straight to E, and it's okay because E is a safety note. C, E, G, which is fine, and then I'm going to jump to the high D, okay? And that's fine if I play the high D over the G. So let's try it. Now let me phrase that better. So maybe. So I just played C, C, E, G, D. But I phrased it. I timed it so that when I played the high D, it changed to the G chord. Okay, and then it's going to sound like, like, oh, it fits because it's a safety note. Okay, so now I can do the same thing with the G. And then I could play maybe something. Okay, so I'm playing G, A, B, C, B, E. And if I time it where the high E comes in over the A minor, E is a safety note, so it should sound fine. Okay? Now, whenever you make a line or a phrase, okay, so let's get a phrase. Let me see. Pick, 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 pick. No. Pick, 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 pick. Okay, so then do this phrasing. Rest. Pick, 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 pick. Again. Rest. Pick, 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 pick. Okay, get used to this phrasing. Rest. Pick, 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 pick. Pick, 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 pick. Pick, pick. Oh, that was wrong. Pick, pick, pick. Pick, 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 pick. Pick, 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 pick. One more time. Rest. Pick, 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 pick. Okay. Oh, I can see. Oh, okay, so this is a line. Whenever you play a line, you want to make sure that your first note is a safety note and your last note is a safety note. Okay, so something like that. C. Yeah, I'll go pick, 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 pick. I could do something like that. Okay, so what I want you to do is, for example, let's say the phrase is pick, 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 pick. Okay, maybe I want to start off with a safety note. So I'll start off with maybe, so I'll start something. I'll start with a G. Let's try something like that. G, A, B, high C, and I'm going to jump all the way to the high G. Okay, I'm really not a big fan of jumping this much, but it's just for an example. So, okay, so this is this. Okay, did you see how I skipped a whole bunch of notes, but it still matches? Again? Oh, I gotta wait now because now we're in the A minor. F. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes, right, you could hit a note and it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't fit. So like, let's say, for example, okay, listen to my last note. I'm going to do a solo and then I'm going to play improvise from C, G, A minor, F, and then I'm going to end on the C. And listen to the note that I play. Did you hear that? It didn't quite match. I played a F note, which is in the scale, but because I played it by itself, it should be a safety. Remember I said the first note and last note of a phrase should be a safety note, okay? And in this case, I ended on a F, and it's not a safety note. So one more time. Okay? So basically, as long as I ended, because I'm ending on the C chord. So as long as I ended on a C, E, or G, it'll sound fine. But I ended on the F note, and it's not a safety note. So it sounded a little funny. Okay, now I'm going to end on a C, E, or G. I'm going to end on a safety note. Okay, didn't that sound fine on the last note? Okay, so I played the high E. Okay, if I ended on a C or an E, it will be fine. Okay, so the first thing to do is get comfortable moving your fingers first. Okay, because you're improvising, so you don't really have too much time to think so much. Okay, so what if I just did something like this? So, sorry, pick, 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 pick. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to play this again, and over the C chord, you can play whatever you want. Okay, but what I did was the last note I played was the high G. But I'm focusing on timing it so that it matches on the G chord. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, one more time. Okay, right there. One more time. Oh, it's a tricky one. Okay, I just played C, D, E, F, G, A, and then the high G. So I just played C, D, E, F, G, A, G. Okay, I don't really like the melody, but it still fits. I'll do it one more time. I just played da 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 dun da da dun. And when I played this high E, it was over the A minor. That's where the A minor changed. Dun da da dun. Okay, so that also matches. And then over the F, I could do that. If I time the A where the F chord is, then it'll fit again. Okay, so let's try it again. C, A minor, F. Back to C. Okay, so this is kind of like, I'm using my ears a little bit to kind of hear the changes. It helps that I know the chords, of course. Okay, so yeah, so okay, so listen to this. If I just play all the notes in the chord. Okay. So I'm just playing these notes, but it's okay. Like if you're in the key of C, I mean, if you're over the C chord, play a nice smooth line like E, F, G, C, D, E. So if I play a line like C, D, E, my first note is C, which is a safety note. My last note is E, which is a safety note. Okay, or if I played E, F, G, it's a little lower. Okay, so if I played E, F, G, my first note is an E, which is a safety note, F, and my last note, G, is also a safe note. So those are always good ways to enter a line. Okay, one more time. So Jody, the only way to know the notes in the chords is I have to tell you. That's how I keep myself very, very valuable in the ukulele workshop community. No, there's actually, we can go into it more, but then yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's more music theory. I don't want to jump into that right now because it is gonna get confusing. For now, I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you all the time. Okay? So we're just using these chords here: C, G, A minor, F. Okay? And what would be great is if you recorded yourself just strumming. Yeah, just record yourself strumming for a few minutes and then just play it back, and then you can practice these things. I don't know what that was. Okay, so what I just played was like I started on the C, okay, and try this over the C chord. Come up with 3 notes that work, because you'll be surprised that if you play C D E, that'll work over C because it's C D E, which is a safety note. I could play E F G, that'll work. E is a safety note, F, G is a safety note. I could do it the high C, high D, high E. I could do it here, E, F, G. Okay. Now, when you look at the G note, you could start on G and play G, A, B. And that matches G, A, B. You can play B, C, D, right? G, A, B. First note is a safety note. Last note is a safety note. B, C, D, same thing. B, safety note. High C, high D, safety note. You can move up to the G, A, B here. Okay, and another way to always play the safety notes, which is pretty simple, is just take your safety note. Like if we're in the key of G, I mean we're over the G chord, I could just take any D and just go D, C, D, or D, E, D, or G, F, G, G, A, G. Okay, that way you're starting on a safety note, you pick another note, you come back to the same safety note. Okay, so listen to this. So I'm just gonna play those pick, 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 next chord, pick, 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 next chord, pick, 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 next chord, pick, pick, pick. Here we go. Okay. So one more time, I'll go one more round. A minor, F. Oops, one more time. A minor, and C. Okay, so maybe a minute and try to think of 3 notes you're going to play here, 3 notes you're going to play here, 3 notes you're going to play here, 3 notes you're going to play there. Okay, and then you're just going to put it together. You guys know what I mean? So what 3 notes are you going to play over C? You can play C, B, C, E, F, E, G, F, E. In fact, that's the first 3 notes, C, D, E. That's my opening to the Together We Stand, my coronavirus song. The melody. Okay, and if you notice, that's pretty much what I'm doing. The chords are da da C, da F and C, da da C and F and C. Okay, so the safety notes: C, D, C chord, the melody is E. Now I'm going to go to the F chord. Here we go, F chord. The melody is F, E, and C chord. C chord with the E note. Okay, so the melody, it seems like it's kind of an illusion where you're thinking like the notes, the melody flows. The melody flows well, but it's because I'm using safety notes. So the chords and the notes work together, and then it sounds like, like, oh, it sounds like an actual song. Okay, so you guys have so what notes don't go together? Basically, all the notes, okay, so in the key of C, you can only use these notes, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. If you use any sharps or flats, it's not going to sound good because like an F sharp is not in the C major scale. So if I played something like this. Okay, maybe that would be a cool Halloween song, but you can tell, right? Every time I hit like an F sharp or a note that's not in the scale, it sounds very funny, right? Okay, so anyways, you guys got your three notes. So try to put it together. Okay, I'll come in 4 bars first. One, two, ready, go. Da da dun, whatever. Pick, pick, pick. 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 Again. Pick, pick, pick. Pick, pick, pick. Pick, pick, pick. Pick, 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 pick. Okay? And a lot of times I like to, for example, over the A minor, I'm using A, B, C, like this. And it matches, right? Because my first note is A, my last note is C. And I can actually do the same thing over the F chord, because A and C is also safety notes. So I could do something like this from the C, E, F, G, G chord, G, A, B. Here we go. A, B, C. I'll do it again. Okay. And then, so I did the same thing twice. And just to end it, I played the D, E, and that was over the C chord. Okay? So there is a lot of thinking involved. I'm assuming that some of you guys, most of you guys kind of understand it, but it just kind of takes time to practice. Okay? So what I want you guys to do this week is try to record yourself. If you guys know how to use GarageBand or any kind of recording thing, yeah, do it. Just record the strumming part and then try to work out soloing a little bit. And then when you listen to yourself, if a line doesn't sound right, like that note just doesn't sound like it belongs there, it's probably because you didn't use a safety note on your first note or your last note, okay? All the notes in between are what we call passing notes. And those don't matter as long as they're in the scale. So listen to this. You guys hear it one more time? Okay, Stacy. Okay, so what I just played here was E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, D. And the D was a safety note, and the E was a safety note. Everything in between, so safety note, safety note. Everything in between was a passing note, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what chord is playing, and for some reason the passing notes don't quite make an impression where it's like, oh, that note doesn't sound right. Okay, listen again. Okay, you guys notice that? And now if I go to the A minor, dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's try that. So here we go. Okay, so I pretty much did the same melody twice, okay? But the first one, I started on the E, which is a safety note. And I'm on E now, so my last note, we're over the G chord, I went to D. And that makes it fit. Okay, the next chord, we're over the A minor, so I can still start on the E. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And the last chord is a F. So instead of going down to the D, I went up one more to the F. So I just changed the last note. Okay, and the next one. Okay, so if I play it. One more time. Oh. A minor. And on the C. Okay, so what I did the second one was I just skipped, instead of playing the E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, I just went up to the high A. Oh. Okay, so I skipped a lot of notes, but it still works because it's a high A and it's safety note. Okay. So, are there any questions? Okay, and then one more time with improvising, it helps to kind of understand things so that when you're improvising and something doesn't sound right, you kind of know how to fix it. Okay, but like I said, it does take a lot of practice. Okay, if I had to compare this to a language, everything that we've learned before this, like as far as how to strum this, how to pick this, okay, let's learn this song. Here's a video, you can check out this song. That's kind of like, like when you're learning a new language and then somebody's telling you, okay, well, if somebody says, arigatou gozaimasu, you have to say, do itashimashita. Oh, okay, so you start to practice a little bit. And then now you're in the real world. You're in Japan without your sensei. And you try to, now you can talk about anything you want. And it's kind of scary because, you don't have the confidence. But you have to just keep trying it, okay? Because same thing with improvising. You guys pretty much know what to do, or you guys know what not to do. Don't play any sharps or flats, okay? And then just kind of practice, and then you're going to come up with things you like. You're going to make some mistakes, things like that. But the more you do it, the more confident you're going to feel, and you'll just kind of react better. So I'm kind of lucky where, because I practice this quite a bit, I can rely on my ear to kind of take me to the direction I want to go. Okay, so that's a good example, right? When I was doing the example and I accidentally skipped a note. I mean, I'm telling you guys, don't skip a note, and my plan is not to skip a note, but my ear just hears this, B, D, C, da, 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 and I'm just trained to follow my ear. Don't skip notes, and then I wanted that sound, da da da. So I committed to the sound, and it made me skip a note. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but but okay. So so this week work on that, and just remember, if you want to, the question about how do you know what notes to hold and what notes are in the chord. there is a way to figure it out. There is a pattern, but for the most part, just hold a D minor. Let's say it's a D minor chord, so you're holding it like this, and just figure out what notes you're playing. A, D, F, and A. So A, D, F, and A. So the three different notes are A, D, and F. Or you could think of it as D, F, A. D, F, A. That makes up the D minor chord. So your safety notes over D minor would be D, F, and A. Okay? So does anyone have any questions? I'm going to start wrapping up soon. Yeah, it's really good to see you guys. I guess so, yeah. I'm so used to the Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I didn't have class Saturday and Sunday, so yeah, it feels like it's been a couple of months. You guys are all good? Oh, I love to explain stuff. I love to talk actually. I think that's what it is. I just like to talk. You know, one time, I'll tell you a funny story. A long time ago, Jake was doing a show in Hawaii at the Blaisdell. So I went with some friends and we were sitting down and I was, I was talking to my friends and Jake was kind of playing and I thought I was talking soft, but I have a hard time not talking. And I actually got escorted out of his concert. They didn't know I was his brother, but they were saying that I'm talking too loud and they need me to go outside and I didn't want to tell her, oh, but I'm Jake's brother. So I said, oh, sorry. And then, yeah, I did it. I don't know. I missed the whole show. But luckily, I had some drinks in the back of my car, so I had time to kill. But yeah, I guess I do talk too much. All right. So, anyways, I will see you guys next week. Saturday, as of now, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is on. But I will give you guys a heads up that I'm not sure when, but I think I'm going to take a 2-week break at some point. I'm actually going to try and get my real estate license. So I'm going to sign up for for a class, for some classes. I don't know if I have to do it online or if, yeah, maybe they don't have classes now. But I'm not actually looking to get into real estate, but I was talking to a company, and they're a real estate company, and they wanted to try to collaborate with me where we can work together, where I guess when they have clients and they go out and they have to be nice to their clients because they want their clients to buy a house or a hotel or a condo from them. But they're looking if there's a way we can collaborate where I can be at the meetings. I guess it's a good thing. They said they like the way that I talk to people and maybe I can play some music and they think that I might be able to help them seal the deal, I guess. So it was kind of interesting because he was saying that, I don't have my own hours, but it sounds like something fun to me to meet new people and talk stories and get paid for meeting new people and just hanging out with them. Sounds like a great opportunity. So he said, yeah, but you should try and get your license. You don't need it, but you should try and get it. So yeah, so I'm gonna try it. Maybe we'll be on for the next 2 weeks, and then after that, when I decide to try and do it, then I might take a short break. But yeah, I'll be here next week. So it's really good to see you guys. Please practice, and I'll see you guys all very soon. All right?
Bruce.
You guys take care. Thank you. Have a good one.